Hey guys, welcome back to FIFA 23 Brighton Career Mode, and today is the start of Season 4. Again, a lot of stuff's gonna happen in this episode, especially when we are in the Champions League this season, of course, potentially going for the top 4 again, or maybe going for the title. Who knows? I mean, it's 4 seasons in, and even though we are pretty much 1 season in the delay, so yeah, at the same time, I'm kind of anticipating that we're gonna win more at this moment. I mean, we pretty much had a very good season, and potentially right there, you guys can see we have 151 million to work with. Again, that's a very, very big budget. But right now, in real life, the transfer market has been the market value for each player has been plummeted pretty much because of, like I said, Anthony, Manchester United Anthony. It's because of him. I blame him and also Chelsea for, just plummeting all the prices of each player. So hopefully next season, or next career mode, not next career mode, but next FIFA, next soccer game, next football game, however you're gonna call it, hopefully the price of each player are not going to be as expensive as we are going to witness in real life. But right here, looking at the squad depth again, quite a lot of players coming back from on loan. Again, there's so many players that which I deem them as a surplus into our team, which means they are going to be sold. Again, some of them I just don't feel, I felt bad because I technically used them for 1 season, and just like that, they're pretty much out, pack their bags and go home. Of course, the notable one is Pablo Torre. Again, we signed him from Barcelona a season ago, 2 seasons ago. Didn't quite work out, to be honest. Didn't quite work out the way how I wanted him to be as a central attacking midfielder. Plus, Alex Scott turns out to be a much better player than he does in the game. So again, that pretty much how I deem him as a surplus, which means at the same time we have 4 central attacking midfielder. We need another upgrade in the central attacking midfielder area. So I've decided to turn to Arsenal's pretty much their best player in the squad, Fabio Vieira, 85 rated, 25-year-old, pretty much entering into his prime, 58 million pounds in his evaluation. And again, you can't really ask for a lower price for that, to be honest. 58 million for him, it's quite a good price, so I decided to go for him. Again, the signing of Fabio Vieira could only mean one thing, which is the departure of both Torre or even Alex Scott, depends on the situation. But this version of a Fabio Vieira looks exactly like Cedric Soares. I'm sure you guys can probably see that. But yes, this transfer window, we are looking to upgrade in a lot of different areas. We are not that team where we're just kind of roaming around top 6 anymore. We have to show the world we are ready for top 4 or even for much bigger trophies than, domestic cups and also Conference League. We are in the Champions League right now. We have to compete with one of the best teams in the world. Madrid, City, Bayern Munich, PSG, all these great teams. We just have to compete, and to compete with them, you need to upgrade your own staff, your own players. And Alejandro Francis, I remember I signed him in the second year or first year. It didn't quite work out for us. Again, 78 rated, 22-year-old. At one point, we are looking for players who has a much higher rating than 78. Right now, I'm trying to look for players who are higher than 82 rated. Again, we have 152 million to work with in this transfer window. Certainly a lot of rooms to go. Evan Ndika, again, the French defender, which also had a link with Arsenal before. I think right now he is not part of the Frankfurt anymore. But right here, we're trying to skip the. We're not gonna pay the release clause. We can. If we can negotiate, we are going to negotiate, and I've decided to pay around 10 million more than his evaluation. Of course, 54 million for him. Again, I think it's a pretty good price for a player like him. Again, we need a backup, right? We need a backup to Max Kilman, again, a left-footed defender, tall, strong, agile, and I think, Max Kilman is a good player, but I'm sure Ndika can do a much better job as a left center back than Max Kilman. So it looks pretty obvious right now for the back three or back five, but back three for the three center half. I have Ndika on the left, I have Simakan in the middle, and also Kim Min-jae as the right center back. And other than that, Max Kilman can perfectly slot into the backup role, the main backup for Ndika. Again, showing the two signings so far. Again, two major upgrades into our team, and right now we receive another offer for Alejandro Francis. Again, at this moment, I am not going to I'm not going to stand on his way. I'm going to sell him. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, I know this is a very controversial one. 27-year-old, again, a pretty good age and also good rating for a player like his caliber. Able to play on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, or even sometimes as a central midfielder. But right there, actually, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, this transfer wasn't quite. Was a little bit surprised in the end. I think after I recorded it, I realized maybe I shouldn't have done that because I know I have Arnold Martinez as our youngest right wing back, and I'm sure Martinez in our team, he has much more room to grow compared to Ainsley Maitland-Niles. But when I first signed Maitland-Niles, I wasn't expecting him to grow at all, but somehow he did, which is also a good price to sell him. Francis is gone right now, and also Maitland-Niles is gone, and we have turned into for a good striker, and we're going for Tammy Abraham, but unfortunately his valuation is way higher than I expected to be, and there's no point to argue at this moment. I'm trying to look for Rulli right here, the goalkeeper for Villarreal. Again, a good backup keeper, something that I've been trying to look for, but apparently Villarreal do not want to release the player or don't want to sell the player with, I think $29 million for players like him, certainly not worth it, especially when he's 33-year-old. So I've turned into Kepa. Again, the Chelsea goalkeeper, 83 rated. Again, a pretty good price as well, but he wants to become an important part of the squad. Again, he is only going to be a backup to Emi Martinez. I still think Emi Martinez is probably one of the best goalkeeper in the game. Personally, for me, again, since Kepa rejected us, or we rejected Kepa, I don't see a point of keeping him. But instead, right here, we have turned into Mancini, the Italian, I believe he's Italian, the Italian defender. Again, another upgrade in our central back area. Just need another good players. Again, we have sold Sabani, we have sold Francis as well. So Mancini could be, again, the next in line behind Simakan and also Kim Min-jae, and he is our third signing in this transfer window. Nicholas, our goalkeeper, it's gone, finally gone. I've been saying this a long time ago. After that devastating performance against Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-final, I have to sell him. And right here, Mateta, it's not going anywhere. He's a fan favorite pretty much. Matanovic can leave, didn't use him quite a lot last season. Again, he is pretty much serving as our fourth striker at the moment, so I don't really see the point of having him into the squad unless we have another striker who is pretty much at a higher caliber or a similar caliber role compared to Sesko and also Gilhart and Mateta. Unfortunately, even though he is the fan favorite, I would have to kind of downgrade him or demote him into the fourth striker, which is totally fine. I'm sure he is okay with it. So right here, we're playing our first preseason game. Again, once we sim it, we know we're going to get a good result. 3-0 in the first preseason game. What a great way to start. And right here, we receive a bunch of offers as well. So in order to not waste time, decide to block some of the players whom I think I will not be selling at all. No point in negotiating whatsoever. Kilman's definitely staying for me. For Tacey, it's going to staying for me. Simakan also staying for me as well. But Nicholas Pope has the potential to be special tag on his status. He has to go out on loan. I have way too many central attacking midfielder at the moment, and also Corbett right there. Corbett, I think that's how you pronounce his name. He's going to be loaned out as well. This is a very interesting one. I've decided to go for Kosovian. I think that's the nationality. Murik, I think that's how you pronounce his name as well, as a backup goalkeeper. 25-year-old, 26-year-old, 77 rated. Still certainly have quite a few more ratings to grow. And this is the ideal definition of a backup goalkeeper. Again, not quite 80 yet, but we can still kind of work around with that rating, with that price tag, and he's cheap, 9.5 million signing him for. So he is our backup goalkeeper for the season. He'll be mainly pretty much playing all the domestic cup if possible. Hopefully he's not going to turn out to be Nicholas, which I still have PTSD from him. So yeah, we receive a few more offers. Okay, Colbert is pretty much gone. Nicholas Pope is gone pretty much. And Pablo Torre, unfortunately, I have to let him go. I mean, we have Fabio Vieira, Hlošček as a central attacking midfielder, having Alex Scott right there in that position. And Torre, I remember he scored that winner against Liverpool. I thought he is pretty much the answer as our long-term central attacking midfielder. But later down in the line, I just don't think he is a good fit for us. But looking at our youth development, we have so many youth players are being ready to call up. But again, this career mode is not about the youth development, but instead it's all about trying to upgrade your players for better players. So those players that I called up, they're going to be pretty much a valuable asset to the club. They're going to be part of the profit that are going to be gained from the club as well. Torre Nicholson right here, our left wing back. He made a debut season, I believe, on the first or second career mode that we have. But again, we have Nuno Tavares as a left wing back. Certainly do not need him. Shaw is gone. Don't know much about him. Another few more transfers coming on. These three players, Kim Min-jae, Hlošček, these three players are so vitally important for our team this coming season. I'm nowhere close allowing them to leave for any price possible. We need them. And right here, this is going to be a massive negotiation for Gianluca Scamacca. Again, the former West Ham player has transformed himself to the RB Salzburg area. And we signed him for 73.4 million, even though it's a little bit overpriced, but certainly with the player like his caliber, we certainly need a very good and healthy, rotative striker. Right now we have Sesko, Gilhart, and also Scamacca right now into our squad. And I believe he is the club record signing of 73.4 million euros. Again, you just gotta love a player of his caliber coming into this team. 6'5", very agile on the ball as well, and of course I believe he has a 5-star skill move as well. So he is perfect. Hooper, again, our backup youngster goalkeeper, is going to be gone at the same time to whatever club that we're dealing with, to Burnley. Fair enough. I mean, we got the Murik. They can have our Hooper for 5.5 million euros. Mancini right here, yeah, Italian defender, 83 rated, 29-year-old, perfect. We have quite a bit of an Italian in the squad right now, having Fatesi, having who else? Fatesi, Mancini, and also Scamacca. Again, having that Italian root into our team is always good. And again, usually I would just end the video right there, to be honest, but I genuinely cannot wait to play the first game with the new signings, with the new squad that we have. Has to be beautiful. That's why I decided to go on and make this video a little bit longer than before. So I decided to play the Burnley game right there. Again, a noticeable change right there in the starting 11 is pretty much Fabio Vieira will be making his first ever Brighton debut for the club. And of course, Scamacca will be on the bench today. Again, we signed him pretty lately, so he needs more time to adapt into the team. So I decided to actually just sit him out for this one. 16 minutes in against Burnley, who was newly promoted into the Premier League side. Here comes Gavi to Jacob Ramsey, to Fabio Vieira. Got a ton of space outside the box, pretty much inside the box right there. But what a great finish right there to start off the campaign with the banger. with the banger. What a great goal right there. I mean, just turn and shoot to far right corner. And we're taking 1-0 lead, and this is just honestly perfect. 34 minutes in, here comes Tarek Lamptey to Sesko to Joe Gilhart again. This is pretty much the simple 1-2 play, or kind of a straight line play between the right wing back to center attacking midfielder to two strikers, and right there, Joe Gilhart with the goal. And later on, here comes a corner kick for us. It's Fabi Vieira taking that one, and here comes him on the right hand side, crosses in the middle. Sesko, beautiful finish again. This is the advantage of having a tall player, sitting in that position or sitting in that area, hungry for goals, hungry for the ball. In 92 minutes in, we have a little bit more. Skamaka scoring his first goal right there. Just beautifully executed to hitting inside of the post, scoring the first goal for him after coming off from the bench right there. 4-0 to welcome everybody into season 4. What a great way to start the season again. 5 signings in total in general. But again, 4-0 was the final score, and we are on top of the league table. Again, it doesn't quite matter now, but having a strong season, having a strong start, always going to give you quite a bit of a help in towards the end. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.